As promised, here is an update on my silver and gold stack. Just picked another 1/10 ounce gold eagle today from my local coin shop. $19.99. So silver is slightly down today, but that didn't stop me from picking up 7 of these American Silver Eagles. Got a 2020 here. Another 2020. $2,002. $2,004. Another 2002. Should have asked them to get me an eagle in better condition than this. Do you guys know how to remove the discoloration or improve the discoloration around the circumference of the gold eagles? Almost looks like it was heated up and had some burn residue or discoloration from the heat around the circumference. Let me know if you guys have any recommendations on how to bring the silver shimmer and shine back around the edges of this coin. But it is a 2002, and the last two, 2004 and a 2006. So these have been in circulation for a number of years, almost 20 years on average. And we'll see what the alleged China export restriction will do to the price of these eagles. If they go parabolic, I may have to change my investment strategy to rounds, both silver and gold rounds. But the devaluation of the currency of our US dollar is reaching fever pitch. I was recently listening to a podcast with Michael Saylor, and he said that since the 1930s, the US dollar has been devalued at a rate of 7% per year, with no end in sight. The Federal Reserve just began quantitative easing with if I remember correctly, $40 billion of bond purchases every month into the foreseeable future. So the inflation monster will get even larger, and your purchasing power will plummet even lower. Unless, of course, you preserve your currency, your wealth, your labor with precious metals, real estate, and companies with sound valuations that produce products and services that are necessary for everyday life. I hope that by the first quarter of 2026, I would have completed my 1 ounce stack of gold. Now, I did have 4 other 1/10 ounce coins, but I recently traded them in as part of a purchase of a 24 karat gold chain. I'll see if I'll do a review on that, perhaps later this week, perhaps next week. It is my first piece of 24 karat jewelry, and I would be happy to do a mini review on it. The last review on this channel of a piece of jewelry was my Daniel's Jewelry 10mm Miami Cuban link bracelet, which I thoroughly enjoy wearing. But from henceforth, I will be purchasing 24 karat only, and when it comes to jewelry, simply because it's a better quote-unquote investment. And to be honest, I do like the color, that rich yellow cheesy color of 24 karat gold. There. What do you guys think silver and gold will be by the end of the first quarter of 2026? I initially speculated 4,500 at the end of the year, but currently gold is at 4,300, so we're $200 shy. And silver, after its all-time high of $84 an ounce here in the US, the market manipulators shorted us all the way back down to the 70s. I believe we're hovering at about $70, $71 per ounce, and that was because of the margin nuke that was deployed, the tactical margin nuke that was reamed everybody who had one or two or just a couple of contracts open of future silver. So they went from about $23,000 per contract held, short or long, to $33,000 per contract. So as you can imagine, that liquidation session blew out a lot of folks to help Wall Street and their buddies get out of their painful shorts. So be it. It's the nature of the game, which is why if you don't hold it, you don't own it. To be fair, there were some folks who held the long futures contracts who did intend to submit them for delivery. And since we're allegedly short millions of ounces of silver, the COMEX could not allow those contracts to be redeemed for physical delivery. So just like the GameStop debacle a couple years ago, the exchanges force sold their GameStop shares the same way they force sold folks silver contracts. Criminal behavior, but that is the way of our U.S. government. In any event, continue to stack. I do believe that after my second tube is completed, I will switch to silver rounds. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I do get fair premiums on these. My local coin dealers charge anywhere between $3 to $4 over spot, which isn't terrible, but the idea of getting them for about $1 over spot is just too good of a deal to let sit on the table for long. So what I might do is, after I complete my second tube of silver, I'll go ahead and collect maybe a tube or two of the buffaloes. See how I feel about that. Let me know what you guys think.